is kicking off the new year very busy with two essentially back-to-back storm systems this week.
Yeah, and it's funny. Sometimes the big storms are easier to predict than these little ones.
Right, with variations in them.
Exactly.
Good point. That's what we're up against this week.
Sure
Sadly.
are. Yeah, this next one we have coming in tonight is not a big storm in terms of how much snow will fall, how much ice there will be. However, it's poorly timed for tomorrow morning's commute. So winter weather advisories are up for almost all of the state. Here are your midday temperatures. We're actually on the milder side over parts of southern Maine. 34 right now in Sanford, 27 in Portsmouth and Rockland. Wiscasset's 29, 18 right now in Bangor. We're kind of splitting the state with still a little bit of sunshine in central Maine. Down east Maine we have cloud cover and new clouds advancing in from the west. Those are associated with this next system, which stands out to me as different from yesterday because there is a little bit more moisture and you see it's not just snow. There is going to be more of a mix with this coming system. For the rest of the afternoon, though, you have no problems. Clouds will be thickening up. Getting home from work and school or headed out early this evening, no problems either. It's not until really late evening and overnight we start to see some flurries and light snow develop. This is midnight. At that point, we're still dry in eastern and northern Maine. Southern Maine, there will be some areas of light snow that develop. And I think around 4 or 5 in the morning, we're going to start to see some mixing. At the ground, it will remain cold, but higher up, there will be some milder air. That's a recipe for the snowflakes to melt and then either refreeze into a sleet pellet or freeze on contact into freezing rain. And that's what we likely have in a lot of these areas here around 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Over down east Maine, though, you might be able to warm up the surface enough that you just get plain rain for the morning commute there. So probably the least impact down here and perhaps even around Rockland, while from Augusta and Gardner down through Brunswick, Bath, and Portland and a lot of southern Maine, it's going to be a bit more of an icy mix out there for the morning commute. Foothills, mountains, north, this is mostly, if not all, snow. Very little mixing up in that direction. And then by midday tomorrow, I think it's much better for getting around. There will be some showers around, but the heavier, steadier precipitation winding down, and temperatures will be coming up a little bit too tomorrow afternoon as well. So we probably get around an inch of snow in Portland and in southern York County, on parts of the mid-coast as well. Probably less than an inch, though, down east, where you see that change over to rain. Whatever you get should melt there. Bangor about an inch, and then 1 to 3 inches, Waterville, Augusta, Lewiston, the suburbs northwest of Portland around Sebago Lake, and then 3 to 5 inches of snow up in the mountains where it remains all snow. This is the area where there may be a little icy glaze on top of the snow. This is just more of a travel impact. It'll make things slippery. We're not concerned about outages or anything like that. That's not a concern from this system. It's out of here on Thursday, and Thursday actually looks like a really nice day. Sunshine, high temperatures up around 40, and this area of high pressure moves offshore, and we continue to remain mild into the upcoming weekend. The next system on Friday looks to bring mainly rain showers, and it will be followed up by a second one over the weekend that also looks to be mainly rain, Saturday late into Sunday morning, as we see it at this point. Marine forecast seas 2 to 3 feet, north wind 5 to 10 knots out there on the water. So partial sunshine this afternoon, clouds continuing to move in. It's an icy mix late tonight into tomorrow morning. If you're up in the foothills and mountains, it's mostly snow. Closer to the coast, though, that mix comes into play and it will be icy for the commute. Thursday's looking good. Sunny, 40. That'll feel nice. And then 2 more systems, some rain showers on Friday, followed up by maybe a bigger system over the weekend, Brian.
All right, mental note to make the most of Thursday.
You and me both.
That is the day to get out there between these systems.
Afternoon at 12:30.
Yeah, right, of
at
course.
1 o'clock, we'll
So
go
like
for a walk. There
1
you go.
to 2 o'clock is
Right.
our window. All right, Ryan, thanks so much.